is Friday morning. It's a perler. Sun's out. Weather's looking up for once, which is nice. Perfect weekend for some outdoor tri training. Heading down the coast today. Super excited to get away for a little bit. It's always nice to go down there. I've got family down in Kiama, so we'll be leaving Sydney for a little bit, which will be nice. Get away with the family. It's really good riding down there as well. Like pretty quieter roads, like super naturey, a lot of like little back routes that are like nice and flat as well. So cycling, it's heaven. There's a really cool pool down there as well that I like to use, outdoor pool. I think the water's like 2 or 3 degrees colder down that way as well. So I'll definitely be taking my suit, get a few kilometers in the suit again as well. After that first swim, my shoulders were smoked. The last 2 days have been super sore as well. So really just trying to get my shoulders moving today. Got a strength session today, gonna be going through some trap bar work. I want to try to stay on top of that lower body strength as much as I can, as well as that hinge mechanics. As I said, I have always had a sort of like little bit of a dodgy lower back, so I like to know that I'm still staying on top of that strength work as well, especially like around the 5 RMs. Rarely work up to a 3 or 1. I don't really need to be finding out my maximum strength, but a 5 RM sort of gives me a little bit of knowledge as to like where my strength's at, but also like where's my muscular endurance at. We'll also be going through a pull-up test as well, so 5 RM pull-up. Swimming obviously requires a lot of pulling. It'd be really cool to see some metrics there around my sort of pulling ability, my endurance there through my lats, especially that upper back as well. It's pretty common to overlook the input of strength when doing a triathlon program. I think it's pretty easy to forget as well that like strength is the basis to everything that we do in life, like walking, jumping, stepping, climbing. Like you've got to have that strength capacity, and there's a reason why when strength deteriorates when we get older, the likeliness of falls and stuff increases, right? Because we don't have that strength to be able to hold us up and stabilize when we do have those sort of falls and staggers. So I think it's really important, especially with triathlon training, like the amount of impacts that we're going through running, cycling, especially for lower body, that we are trying to maintain those strength levels and sort of assess and reassess them to make sure that we're not dropping off too much, and hopefully it will give us like a good indication as to where some sort of impairments may lie, whether that's quad strength, glute strength, hamstrings, that sort of thing as well. Today we're in that new RecGen set from Everest Drop. Super cool, super light fabric. It is my go-to, especially for training at the moment. I'm not saying that because I'm doing work with them, but I genuinely enjoy their stuff. So let's get training.
So there's always like a lot of discussion around weight belts and when to wear them, whether you should wear them. A lot of people use them as like a sort of like a trust thing, like a little bit of like a confidence booster, which is completely fine, but you just got to think about like what's the mechanism behind the belt, creating that intra-abdominal pressure. Are we taking away from the structures in the body? Potentially. Now you can look at it from the other side of things. Is it also a performance enhancer? For sure. Some people say it's like 10 to 15% increase in weights, right? I guess you just got to weigh up like, what are we trying to achieve? For me personally, I want a strongest core as possible. So to take away from using it as much with a belt, probably wouldn't work in my favor. Whereas if I was to do a powerlifting competition and I need to be maxing out the tissues and the structures around building a stronger base, especially like peripherally through the legs, or I would probably be using that belt to try and get those super maximal efforts that I would probably struggle with without a belt. So you always want to have that strong midline regardless, but again, you just got to weigh it up. Like, what are we trying to achieve? Like, what structures are we looking to adapt, and what performance enhancements are we looking for? If you're new to training and you're just stepping foot in the gym, you should be staying away from the belt. Build that intra-abdominal strength, build those structures around the midline, learn how to brace properly. And I think it's going to be a lot more advantageous than using a belt for sure. last one. Up at 22.5 kilos, 5 RM pull-ups. So the reason why I did pull-ups over any other chin-ups or neutral bar, if you think about swimming and the sort of shoulder placement, we're in that pronated position. So when we're sort of like rowing through, we're using that sort of position and the shoulder to bring it towards us, the water as we're moving. So same applies for the pull-up, that pronation position, bring that chin over rather than being that supinated. It's just a little bit more of a preference to the sport. Alrighty, that's the 2 exercises summed up for our testing. So we'll write those down, we'll monitor them through the program.
Good morning. It is Saturday morning. We are down in Kiama, down here with the family. It is a beautiful morning. Taking all that in, part of Kiama Harbour. The sun is out, we're up early, getting that coffee in. Just found out Barrel One was down here as well. They brought their coffee down, which was awesome. So good to have a little taste of Sydney. Part One coffee. Brand new opening today as well. So I feel like the coffee gods are in our favour today. But we've got the fam out, we've got the little man, got the dog, got Beth, glowing as always in the sunshine. The green eyes pearling, just like her sons. You can go this way. Hopefully today getting like a nice little recovery jog in, nothing too intense, and then tomorrow maybe finish off a little cycle. I do really enjoy cycling around here. It's nice and hilly, so it's always going to get that heart rate up a little bit, but at the same time it's like smooth roads, less busy, you don't have to stress about getting hit off a car as well. So have a nice cycle, hopefully playing tomorrow. It's only around 50 kilometres, nothing too intense. England are playing the World Cup as well at 7, so I'm going to be pretty stressed out of that. So it might be actually a really intense ride if we lose, or maybe a really nice ride, but we'll find out. But taking it all in today, super grateful for where we are. Very lucky we get to come down here so often. So it sort of does inspire me to like want to train a little bit more outside. So I guess I'm sort of looking forward to that triathlon training just that little bit more now. They've got a really cool ocean pool here as well, except super cold, super cold. So I might be passing on that one for a few months, and then I'll jump back into it. But as I said, taking it all in today. I'll bring you guys with me on the run, so stay tuned. We'll see you in a minute. Yeah, good, that snotty nose. Alrighty, so let's go for a run. Nice little cruisy 8K. Going around the streets of Jembroo, out a little bit more countryside, which is really nice. Bit more open road, sort of run through the paddocks and whatnot. Sort of nice change up from that like sort of Sydney countryside. So we're gonna be running at Beth pacing.
Yeah.
Super chill, conversational pacing, which we are
chill.
Not chill.
Your heart rate will be.
Yeah, we'll see. Nice little warm up before we get going. Just all good vibes today. It's Saturday. Brooklyn's getting looked after. We're on our own. Maybe a sneaky little drink at the pub after. We'll see. Yeah, come on. See how we go. We've been out for 2 minutes and Beth's freaking out about Brooklyn being on his own already.
I'm not freaking out. I just want to go to
The
the
life of a mother. So not so long ago, about 4 years ago, I actually started running and I really hated it. And it was only because one of my friends, I do it with him for a PT session. And he really enjoyed it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the one that's going to be helping him out. So we'll do it together. And we do like 6 8Ks in total every session. So nothing dramatic, but for me it was pretty hard. And I would just run those balls to the wall almost every session. And I just had zero enjoyment out of it. And I associated that with a reason to not run and that I didn't enjoy running. And it was only when I started training for a marathon that I did last year that I really started to appreciate the process of running, understanding zone 2, understanding how you should be feeling when you're running, that I began to enjoy it. And I think it's like a big sort of lesson to a lot of the stuff we do as exercise for a therapeutic reason, rather than doing it for a competition against yourself, is understand that we get to move every day. There's so many people out there that don't, and there's so many people who would literally kill to get into positions that we do. From like being injured last year, not being able to run, not being able to train properly, to now, like you really appreciate and understand how grateful you should be for these opportunities we get to run. And sort of running now, getting to do it with Beth as well, but understanding that like we get to do this and we get to do in such beautiful places, I think really does change the perspective you have on running. And I think that's why I've really come around to like it a lot more and really appreciate that I get to do it. So I guess just a little bit of advice, if you are someone that's like starting that running journey or they don't enjoy it, like it's not meant to be easy when you first start, but having that gratitude approach, mindfulness, understanding your zones, how you're running, what you should be feeling when you're running, and just having that open-mindedness to accepting the run for what it is rather than just a time trial or a calorie burner, I think will get you on your way in your running journey and get you enjoying it a lot more. So stay with it. Enjoy running. If you don't, try to change the mindset and it'll make it a lot easier. All right, 3.4K, heart rate check, Beth.
162.
162. Dan, heart rate check. 167.
What? Is that a lie?
117.
I can't breathe.
It is 8 o'clock, and this is the time that parents are done. It's officially Saturday night now. We're pretty tired, so we're going to take a little bit easier tonight. Hopefully get on some Dutton Ranch, chill out, take it easy. Got a long cycle tomorrow morning, meet up with my friend Todd. Hopefully something around 50 kilometers or so. Nice chilled out ride. We're going to cycle through Jamboree, so we're going to go through the paddocks again, similar to where we ran today. It's just so nice around there. Quieter sort of roads, nice and flowy as well. So excited to get onto that. Something about just riding the country that just feels so nice as well. Like the air's fresher, even though it smells like horse shit. But
No, the cow shit doesn't smell that bad.
And cow, not just horse. But it just seems so much nicer out there. So really looking forward to it. Not as many semi-trailers coming through on the roads like they are in Sydney as well. So we're going to try to get some sleep, try to get some 8 hours. England play in the morning as well. Super excited. We'll see. And then we'll get to that cycle. Good night.
Night.
It is Sunday morning. It is so windy. It is freezing. This is going to be a very cold ride, but also a very fun one because the sun is out. It's a beautiful day, apart from the wind. Looking at around 40K ride. We'll see how we go. We're going to go through a fair bit of the mountains, get a few hills in as well, but taking it all in for the weather that it is, the sunshine, cycling with Toddy. And yeah, apart from us freezing our tits off, we'll see how we go. Still one all. Terrifying.
Usually I wouldn't wear a jumper, but today I'll wear one.
I think so, yeah. I think it's going to be pretty cold.
Hectic if it's not windy once you get down the back there.
That was like some of the heaviest wind I think I've ever faced in my life. Scary, hey? Because obviously the wheels aren't meant for like crosswinds. So
It's like as soon as you get any sort of wind coming from the other way, it just fucks you.
So just finished a ride with Toddy. Super windy. We got about 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in, going through some of the hills. And man, the wind was insane. Super strong offshore wind, just tearing through the hills, and any and every hill that we sort of go down, we just almost get blown off our bikes. And obviously with the TT frame, they're a little bit more wide set. They're not designed for crosswinds. So super scary. We're going down a few hills and the death wobbles were just insane. So we sort of looked at each other and decided to pack it. It was getting a little bit too dangerous. And yeah, especially on like little mountain roads when you're getting blowed sideways, it's yeah, a little bit too full on. So we decided to pack it in. A little bit too risky for a day like this. So yeah, back into a nice warm car. Man, it must have been like 10 degrees riding today, but legs felt good all in all. Got about half an hour, 35-minute cycle in, a few big hills, which is great. So sort of got the heart rate up, which is really nice. But yeah, taking it in. We're gonna go home, get a nice warm coffee in. Got a little bit of work to catch up on real quickly, and then taking the rest of the day. I think I might meet up with Beth and little man down at the beach as well. So sort of taking that last little bit of sun down here before we head back to Sydney. So all in all, it kind of sucks we had to cool off a little bit early, but again, safety first. Come off my bike before, it's not good fun, and it's a very expensive fall as well. But you do get a new set of kit from MAP if you do fall off. I think it's like you get 30 or 40% off. So yeah, they're sending off back now. Time to get warm, get another coffee in, chill out, relax, and then take it easy in the sun by the beach.
Go.
Finally in bed. It's been a long day. Had the bike ride obviously this morning. Had this amazing Sunday lunch with the family, which is really nice. So good to have that sort of family time again, living away from them. So it's always good to catch up and have a nice meal with everyone together. Brooklyn really enjoyed it. He loved throwing his turkey everywhere, which is awesome. All in all, it was a great weekend. Super fun. Long drive back, 2 hours. Usual Sydney traffic. Straight back into the hustle of the Sydney city life. So in bed now, trying to get into bed by 8:30 every night. That's the goal. Try to put my laptop down as soon as I can as well. We have a big week coming up this week. Really excited to sort of take you guys along my typical week of triathlon training. I've got a fair few swim, run, bike sessions and weightlifting sessions in between. So excited to take you guys through that, and I'll take you through in my next video how I sort of periodize it all and set out my week and how often I'm sort of like doing what sessions and how best to sort of program it if you were to do it yourselves. So appreciate it. Thank you again for staying around and watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, follow, and stay tuned for some more videos. Good night.